Konnichiwa minasan. Skateboardo kendama do desu ka? Genki desu ka? Genki. Hello everybody, how's everybody doing? I hope you're having an awesome day wherever you are in the world. Welcome to it's the final instalment of my road to recovery from neurosurgery, spinal surgery, spinal cord stimulator, road to recovery series. Sort of looking back at the last, I'm now actually over 14 weeks post-op, but looking back at the 12 weeks where I wasn't allowed to skate and actually how everything kind of went. And it's been a bit of an emotional journey really, to be honest. So most of that time I felt really like just low and rubbish, to be quite honest. So I've got a piece of paper because I'm trying to keep myself on track here today. But no, I just felt really low in myself. I didn't feel like I wanted to engage with skateboarding anymore, that's for sure, because I thought there was no point, especially because I knew that it was like 12 weeks and it's almost like I didn't want to torture myself initially. Did try and watch some skate clips, and then I just got really like, motivation just sort of bled out of me and my passion for it, and I started to pretend not to be a skateboarder. Then my back pain started getting really bad, plus my chronic shoulder injury, which I'll talk about more in a bit. It just all made me feel like, oh, what's the point, it's hopeless, I'm not going to be able to skate anyway. And so I just sort of lost the motivation and the passion for it, because I thought, if I can't do it, what's the point? Which is definitely not the act. Here we are 14 weeks later and it's a completely different story. My back is pretty much like all healed, I'd say. It still can get a little bit sore around by the battery area sometimes, especially if I've fallen over it and like knocked it a little bit perhaps. I've not actually knocked it directly, but I've like rolled so probably onto it, and I think I scraped the skin around it near it the other day as well. All feels like it's healed really well. But Go Skate Day, which was just over a week ago, 2022, that was my kind of reintroduction, throwing myself back into skateboarding, and the longest day that I'd been on board. Since then, like I've just had so much more energy and motivation in general really. I've just been going around through my tasks with a lot more motivation, just feeling like the energy for like wanting to do things. It's probably the most motivated in skating I've been for months, if not like in over a year. Like looking back, it's been a really weird like 12 weeks, and like especially because there's so many of those days and weeks have been really nice weather. It felt like a complete waste of time, but on the positive side, I really did like put my head into my kendama, and I managed to learn quite a few new tricks. Like I got the lunar in, which was like one I've been wanted to lace for so long. Big cup jug to big cup, and then the pull up jug to big cup. So yeah, but looking back at this, it's actually made me realise how I need to actually skate I hate this word because everyone overuses it so much, mindfully, but actually listening to my body and being mindful of how I skate. The thing I hate most about like skating, and like it's probably happens to most people anyway, maybe more so to me because I've like got so much chronic problems with my health and disabilities and the rest of it, but time out of skating like sucks, and like be it for an injury or because you've had to have surgery because of a previous injury, whatever the reason might be, not being able to skate and actually having to recover and actually get back into skating, it sucks so much. It's so hard, and like that first few sessions, like you're like, ooh, thanks I can still skate, but like it takes like a few days at least on the board like to get that feeling back. Like by the end of the few sessions the other day, I was feeling like as confident, if not more confident. Well, yeah, you have to stay positive in those times. You have to stay motivated, and Right, it's something I can do. Ooh, losing my ice now. String's too long. Right. I used like kendama as a distraction tool and something, and I used that as a motivation. So maybe if you can't skate and you're like completely on skate ban, that you need to use that time and put it into something else and move forward with that instead. So I chose to be kendama, and you could be something. It could be photography. It could be any skill. And once you're at that certain point, actually, like when you know you're near skating but you're not skating again, and you're doing your physio, I mean, really concentrating on your physiotherapy. That's really important, you know, and getting your body strong. But like maybe like, you know, things like meditation. That's probably a good place to turn to, and having quiet moments. Even journaling perhaps. I'm going into George Poulos, Danny Torres territory now, but you have to let go, because I was realising that I wasn't letting go of all these things, and the stress and the worry, and thinking maybe I'd never skate again because of just my brain goes off like that. And yeah, you go to these horrible places, and you don't need to go there. You don't want to do that to yourself. You have to stay positive, let go. Don't fight the experience, because that's when it sucks. You have to wu-wei. just let things be as they are, sort of, as it were. But yeah, the shoulder injury is still bugging me like crazy. As you can see, the rotator cuff, I've got this little ice pack that slides in there quite nicely, keeps sliding out, but I'll just pull that out. It's actually almost back up to full temperature again now. But yeah, it's not too bad actually. I've been wearing it with a vest top underneath it, because otherwise it feels like it's rubbing under your armpits like crazy. You can adjust this bit to make it a bit tighter, so if you need a bit more support or whatever you. I'm not entirely sure if it's all in the right place, but yeah, it's not too difficult to take on and off. As I said, it's just this band here around the middle, velcros, as you can see, and then this also bit, this here, velcros around the arm, so that actually comes completely through and loose if you want to, and that will come off altogether. But yeah, I've been wearing it sort of intermittently. I'm trying not to rely on it and wearing it all the time. But at the same time, like when I'm going for like dog walk, or if I know I'm doing like a skate sesh, and I have been really trying to limit myself, make sure that I don't skate every single damn day. I really want to, but I have to like hold myself back and say it's important to skate less so that I can continue to skate more in the future, if that makes any sense. So using my time smart and wisely, and then recovering in between. I said I don't want to burn out in the next year or whatever, or less, or even a little bit longer. I want to skate as long as I can, and in order to do that, I'm going to preserve my body. Yoga, flexibility, meditation for the mind, keeping yourself physically fit and healthy, maybe the gym or whatever you like doing. I go for pushing my wheelchair, that's my thing, taking the dog for a stroll, or my hand bike, whatever floats your boat though. But like you know, actually keeping yourself fit and healthy is really, really important. Diet, exercise, all these things go into. My shoulder strength has also been like loads better in terms of, actually, I know when I first got on the board, like the week before Go Skate Day, I tried and ended up like slipping over on like a load of tricks because the shoulder strength, like, it just wasn't there. And embarrassingly, I managed to like properly credit card myself. I was doing this finger flip where I flip it between my legs. Just flipping it, obviously like my crutch is there, and flip it up. And normally I flip it up between my legs like that, and it lands like that way. Obviously the seat's not in the way, lands like that. All good, yeah? So I was going like that, and then because I couldn't push up enough on that side because of my stupid like shoulder, I flipped it up and it got like so far. I think it basically got to about that point, but I was like up in the air, and then I full on like came down like that, and then like fell straight to the ground, but like with all the weight of me like through my lady area, a very tip of kind of like quite a raised, it wasn't like super raised tail, but it was like reasonably raised tailed like board. I'm embarrassed to say it did cause like a bit of an injury down there. I had to ice that. That was pretty embarrassing. So that was the first time I've ever like credit carded / popsicled myself. I don't want to do it again, and I won't be doing that trick for ages. Since Go Skate Day, it's my shoulder strength and actually my whole body kind of like just like fatigue levels have been a lot lower. I've been feeling more energy in my skating and able to skate for a bit longer every time as well, so that's really awesome. Yeah, I've also been skating like much better, not on this deck actually, I'll just put it to the side, just confusing everything. On my Route 1, it's the 8-inch Route 1 deck, it's the Octo one if you remember, it's the one that's my street hybrid. It's actually got like, I did go out on my 9-inch, it's like a pool deck, old school deck the other day, and did like a few slappies and that and stuff, and it was just like so much fun. That nice big wide trucks, yeah man, it's good fun. But yeah, it's really super fun skating loads of different setups, I think, really, and just getting all the experience and all these different things, and you know, being able to sort of turn around at the end of it all and just sort of say, well, there's not actually one single skate setup that works for one thing, and that's our mistake sometimes, is we try to put everything into one. I know a lot of people, sorry, I've got setups. I've actually got 4 setups, I think, at the moment. Currently, I've got a freestyle, my regular deck, my 825, 125. Then I've got the street hybrid freestyle, which is the 8-inch deck, and then I've also got my pool setup / old school curb shredder type thing, which is the 9-inch. So yeah, I've got like a pretty decent variety of decks, all the way from 8. Sorry, I think my freestyle one's like 7. I want to say it's like 775. It's just under 8 anyway, I know that much. But so we've got quite a good variety there, and they all have completely different setups for completely different reasons. Like the freestyle one's got like freestyle wheels, trucks are set up really tight. It's all different, you know. And I've also got cruiser wheels as well, so it depends what I'm feeling and what I want to go and do. So don't try and make the mistake of trying to put everything into one setup and make it that your all-around board, because I don't think you really can. I mean, you can try and get the best of both worlds, all worlds. and you probably can harness a lot of that in one setup, but you're never going to truly get. So I would recommend, if you can, you know, it takes a bit of time. Like, I've been skating for 2.5, and I've only just started. I've actually managed to get my 4 different setups in the last few months. So, like, you know, it takes time. I know when I was a young skater 20 years ago, I only ever had one setup, and that was a crap one at best. Sorry. Yeah, expletive over that. So, you know, super big gratitude for being an adult and being able to buy my own equipment. I was talking to Mum about this yesterday, actually. Mail ordering things from or telephone ordering from the Route 1. Come on, sweetie. Sorry, I abandoned my wheelchair in the stupid place, so I cut all this out anyway, it's not a problem. Go on, don't be causing any fuss now with the local wildlife. You know, son? Skateboard do deska? Oh, I can see it out here. Testing. 1, 2. 1, 2. Konnichiwa, minasan. Kendama do deska? Skateboard do deska? Genki deska? Genki. Arigato. Jamata. Just testing. 1, 2. Make sure I'm actually in the frame this time. Alright, that's all. Peace. I should probably put sunglasses on. Actually, it's quite sunny out here. To come out the door, I think I did like 2 tricks, and then try to like slappy lip. I think tried to slappy lip side my rail, and it just went completely out and completely got body, man. As the Braille team said, I got body.